Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome to the secret attic above your local Rite Aid. We have quite a few things to go over today, so I'm going to start with talking about the gem giveaway and how it ties into what we're going to be doing. Thursday at about 5:30 p.m. Eastern, I'll be going live at twitch.tv/JGigs. Twitch.tv/JGigs is where I'll be going live, and I'll be squad streaming with Saffron Man, and that is where we're going to do our shard opening for the Affinity Cup. During that live stream, we're going to start the summons around 6 p.m. Eastern. During that stream is when I'm going to be doing the gem giveaway. So being present in the stream is going to be necessary for winning gems during this particular gem giveaway. So if you want to be there, that's the time to do it. I understand not everybody can make that time zone, so we will, I try to mix it up and do my giveaways different ways every time I do them. But for this one, I want the Affinity Cup streams to do well. I want the Affinity Cup to do well. So that's how we're going to do this one. So 5:30 p.m. Eastern, I'll be going live on Thursday. 6 p.m. Eastern, we'll be starting the summons and hanging out, and that'll be the night that I do the gem giveaway. So being in that stream will be how you can potentially win the gems for that. Let's see. That pretty much covers that. I will be recording it and putting it up on YouTube, so if you wanted to see the summons but you can't make that stream, I will still put them up on YouTube. You will still get to see the summons, but that's when we're going to do them. Moving on to thing number 2, we have another faction 10x. This seems to be something they like doing, so I guess we can expect to see this for every faction in the game and probably on some sort of rotating cycle. Again, I'll say it every single time. I am not a fan of 10x, so I don't necessarily recommend that you summon during a 10x event. However, the new way that they're doing them is certainly improved from the old way. But understand that your base rates for pulling legendaries are the same. It's only if you happen to pull a legendary, then you have a better chance of getting whatever is involved with the 10x. And in this case, a couple of epics as well. So for this one, we're going Dark Elves, and it is Ray, Foley, Ghostborn, Queen Eva, Blind Seer, Luria, Lua, and Sylar. So that's who we're looking at, I believe. Yeah, that's Luria, and then Lua, and Sylar. Okay, so Voids, Ancients, and Sacreds. It's a 10x event. Everybody that I just named, I'll put the image on the screen as well while I'm saying them. Probably will image with the names in them, but that's it. Unfortunately, no Madame Ceres, no Vizier, no Zavia. But, it's not like there's not some good ones in here. So if you're a fan of 10x, I personally recommend that you don't bother for a couple of reasons. One, 2x is generally better. And it's just, it might not be a bad idea to start saving your shards right now. That's the only information I can really say. That's the only thing I can really say. But it might be worth skipping it because you may burn through a lot of shards and not get anything here. And while these epics are okay, they're not, like, you shouldn't be bummed if you pulled them. None of them are really game-changing, mandatory. Now, some of the legendaries, of course, are. Ray is fantastic. Queen Eva is fantastic. Ghostborn would be really nice to have. Like, there's some nice ones in the legendary, so I certainly see the appeal, and if you want to summon, go for it. My recommendation to you is that you hold up and wait on a 2x, unless you're just really after someone like a Queen Eva and you wanna roll the dice. 10x is tough. 10x feels like your chances are better, but they're not. I don't know why they won't do 10x in conjunction with 2x, but they don't care what we think, clearly. So that's it. We have a 10x coming tomorrow. Wait on the summon portal to indicate to you that that's active. That is something nice that they've started doing, is the portal now indicates to you when something's going on. So wait till this portal's lit up. Wait till there's some sort of notification in game before you summon. And it might not even be a bad idea to wait a little bit beyond that, because usually there's some sort of problem at the beginning and they have to refresh and whatever. So keep that in mind. Now on to the last thing, the big thing to talk about. We have the new fusion. He's up for almost 3 weeks. Force champ support, we knew all that. Looks a little bit different than the picture, but what are you gonna do? The picture that I showed yesterday in the video, I should say. Now, the nice thing about this is that if you've been saving your epics and rares like everyone tells you to, you're in good shape for this if you've been playing for any amount of time. So you can see I'm in pretty good shape here. I could knock this out fairly quickly if I decided I was ready to. All the food looks like it will be available through events, and I like the pacing of this one a little better. If you look, usually it's spread out almost across the whole fusion, it feels like. Here it looks like everything's coming in the first 2 weeks. Looks like May 25th is the last day. So it's, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like they're pumping all the food out a little bit quicker than they used to. I feel like they used to spread this out over the whole fusion almost. I don't know though, I guess that's 1 week left. Maybe I'm confused there. Maybe I'm misremembering that. But either way, it looks like it's all gonna be relatively farmable. Hopefully the summon rush isn't so bad. I'm not a fan of summon rush in these fusions, but hopefully it won't be so bad. Hopefully they're learning at least how to do the fusions. But overall, the fusion's not too bad. There's not new champs that are going to hold you up and keep you from doing it or anything like that. So that's nice. Let's go in and take a look at this dude. I'll be honest, I have very quickly glanced at him, but I haven't really given him a thorough look over yet. So let's check out what's going on. I do think the skin is cool. I'm glad it's not just a reskin. Kind of an interesting setup there. Oh, that's where the... Okay, he's got a face on his back. Old back face. It was old back face in the picture. I'll have to go look at that picture again, because I would have sworn it looked like he had arms coming forward and stuff. Or was he just peeking up behind a rock with his back face? Anyway... The beard's on point. He's working hard on the beard. 100 base speed, fairly average. Good tank stats. Interesting enough base stats, I guess. Resistance lead. Okay. A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Places a 15% continuous heal buff on for 1 turn on all allies under poison debuffs. Okay. I wonder if that means he places it twice. I feel like I read in the chat that he could place 2. And under poison debuffs, that's it. He must have something else in his kit that like an Ogryn. Occult Brawler. That's what I'm trying to say. Removes all debuffs from an ally, then heals them by 30% of their max HP, and places a shield. So that's a fantastic single target support skill. Single target stuff is a little bit harder to... It's not quite as effective in this game as it is in other games like Summoner's War. Like this game is very AoE dependent. But as far as support skills go, it's not bad. It's a full cleanse, heal, and shield. That's pretty nice. Get it down to a 2-turn cooldown? Maybe it's not that bad that it's single target then. 2 turns? Huh. Interesting. Get this down to a 3-turn cooldown. Places 3 5% poison debuffs on all allies for 3 turns. These debuffs cannot be resisted or blocked. So it's gonna do it. So you can still set yourself up with immunity or whatever it is. And he can still do his thing. Also has 80% chance of placing block buffs on all enemies for 2 turns. Okay. Okay. So he stacks 3 poisons on the team. And then with his A1, he puts continuous heals on teammates that have poison. But he's not going to use his A1 a ton because this is on a 2-turn cooldown when you skill him up. Allies under poison debuffs inflict 7.5% more damage for each poison debuff on them, stacking up to a maximum of 30%. This damage increase applies to all of their skills. There's some interesting stuff to be done here with this. It's almost like reverse Bad L. There's some interesting stuff to be done here, though. Particularly, I feel like in Spider for a speed comp. But like, it seems like there's a lot of. It seems like you could do some interesting things with him with the Cult Brawler as well. It's interesting. That's a good damage bump. Huh. I will probably fuse him and try some things with him. I want to see some. That damage bump seems significant. I feel like there's a way to play around with that. Fun enough, interesting enough. I think we'll have to wait and see. I know that some of the guys have already fused him. I've seen him talking in the chat. I know Murder Inc. is going to be putting out a video soon testing him. I know Saffron Man's about to fuse him on stream. So be on the lookout for those. Murder Inc. I'm sure will have some good insight for us here. But I'll probably fuse him and play around with him, try some stuff out that I have in mind. So I'll be looking to do that in the next few days. Okay, yeah, I don't think the fusion's too hard. I think he's, again, interesting enough. We will see how it translates, how he plays, if he's going to be good. But it's you know, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but if at least in the realm of fusions, it seems like they're starting maybe to get it. Can't help. I don't know what the deal is. I keep just trying to be optimistic, dude. It seems like they're figuring out the fusions. This is the third one in a row. And again, people didn't like Skull Lord and stuff, but as far as fusions go, it was memey. It was fine. I don't think it's too bad. I think it's reasonable. I think everything seems doable enough. Hopefully the summon rush tied to the event isn't so bad, or tied to the fusion isn't so bad. But yeah, he seems fun enough. I would wait on a few testing videos from some of the different creators if you're on the fence about deciding whether or not you want to get this guy. I'm going to go for him. I'm going to get him. I'm going to try to play around with him, get him built up, show you guys some things with him. He seems fun enough to me. There seems like some interesting potential there with that damage bump, especially paired with Bad L. I feel like that's a lot of damage both ways, or you know what I mean. Poisons on the enemy and poisons on the team. Everybody's doing bonus damage. That's quite a bump in damage overall. So we're going to play around with that a little bit. But that's it. Again, twitch.tv/JGigs. I will be going live Thursday evening, 5:30 p.m. Eastern roughly, and about 6 p.m. Eastern is when Saffron and I will begin our summons. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be partied up, and I'll have a multi-Twitch link set up for everybody so you can watch both of us at the same time. It's going to be a good time. I would like to see you there, and that is where you're going to have to be if you want to win some gems for this month. Other than that, we covered everything I think we need to go over. I am excited to have some things to do, getting back into the swing of everything. Let me know how you guys feel about the 10X, if there's anybody in the 10X that you're going to be going for. Again, I know 10X is, you know, I personally am not a fan, but I know some people like them, and I know that some people have had luck. You know, there inevitably will be people who pull something they're hoping to pull from this 10X. So, you know, it's just about how much of a gambler you want to be here. And then let me know about this new fusion too. If you've already decided if you're going to go for him or not go for him, what do you think about the fusion? What do you think about the path they've been taking with the fusions? Does it seem like they're figuring out to you? I'm interested to know what you guys think about all this stuff. But yeah, what is today? Today is Tuesday. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with, I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you got a kick out of it, and I'll see you later.